So Jeremy, do you want to play a game? Do you like games? You want to play a game?
Yes. I think all I had to do was say to Josh, I hate plugin reviews. I hate them. I don't like doing them. I don't like watching them. He's like, I got an idea. Let me cook. He cooked. Josh, what are we doing?
We are going to play a game of D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, as the kids say. We've got a whole mystical world we're going to explore, and you're going to be mixing a song, but you have to roll for almost every choice you make.
Okay.
So let me set the scene first, okay?
Can we first say, like, this video is technically about Baby Audio Smooth Operator and is sponsored by Sweetwater and Baby Audio. Hope you like it.
All right, Jeremy, picture, if you will, in your mind's eye, your pineal gland deep in there, you awaken in the Daw lands of Tractonia. These are really unique names, clever names even. The band Velvet Feedback, not a real band that I know of. If you're named Velvet Feedback, this is not for you. Insert disclaimer of likeness and all that, the same one South Park uses. Band Velvet Feedback has left behind a cursed session. Each stem reeks of poor choices, phasey drums, uncompressed guitars, and whispery vocal tracks on a karaoke mic. But it's up to you, brave producer. Jeremy, that's you. You're the brave producer. It's up to you to traverse the plug-in path and save the track. And your final tool is the legendary Smooth Operator, which you've got to use essentially on every track to appease the gods of Doll Lands. If you've never played D&D before, Jeremy has never played D&D before, and you as a viewer, if you haven't played, this is kind of a stripped-down version. Essentially, we'll go through these different steps, and step 1 is going to be character creation. We have to know what kind of stats we're working with. So we have 5 stats in this game. Clarity. That determines the success in manually using EQs, compressors, plugins in general, the ability to manually tweak them. Comprehension, that determines if the player understands the plugin and preset well enough to choose intelligently. So this lets you pick your presets rather than have randomization happen.
Okay.
Gain staging, this stat is used before applying distortion, compression, or saturation plugins, things like setting the ratio in your compressor, that kind of stuff.
Oh, God.
Mixed vision. This one governs choices about plugin order and overall creative decisions.
Okay.
Lastly, randomizer resistance. This stat is used when resisting chaotic random plugin results, essentially giving you a chance to re-roll certain things.
Chaotic plugin results?
Yeah, like you have a reverb first in the chain.
Oh, God.
You don't want to deal with that, do you?
I get it.
Okay, so we have 4 stock characters for you to start with that have their own strengths and weaknesses. They also have a little backstory to them. After you choose your character, you'll also be given 15 additional points. You can think of this, dear viewer, as my attempt to have a difficulty slider. Initially, I wanted him to have less points to give to his characters, but then I thought about how poorly this could go. So you'll pick a character and you'll get 15 additional stats, points to put in other stats.
Do they all have like the same averages?
They should, for essentially. That might be a little bit skewed if a character has like a 10 stat.
Brick the Loop Mage.
All right. Brick is a collector of drum machines and old school retro synths. Brick makes vibe-based decisions guided more by gut than logic. No one knows how his mixes work, but they always slap.
Okay.
So Brick's playstyle is chaos tolerant and vibe driven. He's weak in tonal control, but thrives under randomness and just sheer grit.
Sounds a lot like me, Brick.
So then we have Dex, the pluginalist.
Looks like he's holding a Behringer XR18 or XR18.
Maybe in a parallel universe, yeah. So Dex is a former intern at 9 different studios. He's touched every plugin imaginable, but never learned the theory.
Okay.
What he lacks in finesse, though, he makes up for an encyclopedic knowledge of presets. So Dex excels with presets and plugin familiarity, but he struggles with raw signal work or complex chains.
Ugh. So, okay, question. Would I want a player that's like opposite me? Because I can only use their skills, right?
You will still have all of your own understanding and stuff, but your limitations are going to be based on kind of the statistical results of these stats and the roles that you have. But there's no wrong answer, Jeremy. You can play as whoever you'd like. And remember, you get 15 additional points to put into these characters on top of what their base stats have.
Okay. What is max level?
So this is where it kind of skews, I think, from traditional Dungeons and Dragons, but essentially 20.
Okay.
Because these numbers, we're going real simplistic here. Whatever your stat is, if you have to roll for that stat, then you're going to roll a d20, a 20-sided die. And if the number is higher than your stat or equal, then you pass. If it's lower, then you fail.
Got it.
Ivy, the cartographer. Once a touring live engineer, Ivy approaches mixes like a tactical map. Every sound has a space, every movement has a purpose, but her obsession with structure can limit experimentation. Ivy is strong with plug-in order and gain structure, but vulnerable to unpredictable effects or unfamiliar plugins.
Okay. All right.
Nova, the bedroom alchemist. Trained in solitude with only a laptop and broken headphones, Nova developed an uncanny instinct for sonic clarity. Their mixes are raw but deeply intentional. Not everything is in tune, but it feels right. So Nova is great at EQ and tonal decisions, but less confident with signal flow or plug-in chaos.
So explain what the difference is between like clarity and mixed vision for me real fast.
Okay, so clarity is manually controlling the plugins.
I think I would rather have clarity, right?
Hey, there's no right or wrong, man. This is however you want to play it.
I'm leaning between Ivy and Nova.
So, for example, like in traditional RPG games, my first playthrough is usually just big Hulk tank of a warrior that uses a big old sword, and just all my stats go to strength and vitality. But then I might want to play like a battle mage later on, or maybe even a rogue. So there's no wrong choice. It just will affect how you're playing this game of a mix.
Well, she's tilted heavy in clarity. Mixed vision. I get 15 points. I want to go with Ivy.
You're going to go with Ivy?
We're
Ivy,
doing
the
Ivy.
sonic cartographer. Okay.
There's just something about her, you know?
Something about her. She's cool. She's got cool headphones. Got a big old map in front of her.
I like the desk.
Yeah.
All right.
Vibey for sure.
Ivy it is.
You will have 15 additional points. How do you think you want to parse those?
I want 4 extra on clarity. So that'll bring clarity to 10, comprehension to 10.
So additional 5 for comprehension.
Yep. Actually make everything 10 and add 1 to random resist. Because that's 15, correct?
You would get 2.
Or 2 more? Okay.
Yeah.
Then give me 1 more for... one more for... Well, crap. 1 more for comprehension, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so put comprehension at 11.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 10 clarity, 11 comprehension, 10 gain staging, 10 mixed vision, and 4 randomizer resistance.
I don't like the way you laughed at that.
We'll just see, man. We'll see how it plays out. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. Obviously, our plan, our duty today, our duty is to mix this song. My responsibility is to make sure this doesn't turn into a 6-hour event. So we're going to try to keep things rolling. On one hand, I want you to think of this as good of a job as you can possibly do on a mix, as you always try to do. However, in this context, as best as we can, let's try not to be hopping just back and forth and get caught in the weeds and some things, right? On each track, we're going to have a plug-in assignment roll. Now, your stats are locked in. Okay, so from what I say here on, there's no going back in time and changing your stats. So your plug-in assignment roll is based on mixed vision. If you succeed that roll, you can choose your next plugin to add into the chain. If you fail, then you have to roll a d6, a 6-sided die, to determine which type of player or which type of plugin you get to add. We'll go through those, but it would be saturation, EQ, compression, delay/verb, modulation, or a free pick. So even if you fail the first initial mixed vision roll, there is a 1 out of 6 chance that you can still have the freedom to choose your next plugin. There's also going to be rules for using your plugin that will include roles for clarity and then comprehension. There are going to be some story elements, some traps that I, as the dungeon master, can lay for you. There are also some magic items that you can pick up through your exploration of this track. But the last thing that we need to go over that you start with, this again is me trying to have a difficulty slider here, something to help you out a little bit. Your character gets to start with 6 spells.
6 spells.
Yeah. And you can think of these as items that have like a charge to them. So for each spell, after a certain number of dice rolls that you go through, they get recharged and replenished so you can use them again. And you can use these at any point as long as you have a charge.
Okay.
You have rollback. With the click flick of the waveform, time bends, decisions are unmade, plugins undone. So with rollback, you can undo the last plugin selection, whether that happens because you had a failed roll or I played a trap on you. And you can use that every 6 rolls. So every 6 times you have to roll a dice, you can use a rollback to undo the last plugin. Entirely plugin. Spell 2, Echo Dice. A spell passed down by rogue mix engineers. It conjures a second chance, but not always a better one. With Echo Dice, you can immediately roll a second die on a stat check, and you have to take the second result, whether it's good or bad. And that will refill every 4 rolls. So if you fail a clarity check and you have this spell, you can use that and roll a second die and potentially pass that clarity check. Parallel timeline. Reality is multi-track. Somewhere another version of you made a smarter decision. So with parallel timeline, you can re-roll any one stat check regardless of what triggers it. This is kind of the same as Echo Dice. I just wanted to give you, a few helpful things here. So every 7 rolls, you can use parallel timeline. Plug-in cleanse. Chanted by frustrated mix engineers since the dawn of DAWs, the spell wipes away unwanted code. So the effect of plug-in cleanse, wipe one plugin entirely from the current signal chain, removing its effect. Doesn't matter if it was the last one you worked on, if you have reverb as the first plugin in the stack, in the chain, you can get rid of it. That replenishes every 5 rolls. Stack mod, a legendary hack whispered through producer forums. This forbidden technique stacks roll power beyond mortal limits. So this will allow you to roll 2 d20s during a stat check, effectively doubling your chances of passing it or whatever the statistic is based on your stat. You can use that once every 8 rolls. And those 2 d20s, you add the number together. And your last one is save as, a protective incantation uttered before taking wild creative risks. This lets you mark your current mix state, plugins and settings at any time after this revert to this state. You can only use this once in the entire game.
Oh God. All right.
So this is your one save. If things are going good at some point and you like where it's at, you can use this, and if you get 2 tracks deeper and you have just had bad roll after bad roll, you can go completely back to that state.
Woo. Okay.
What track are we starting with?
This is actually not, what was it, Velvet something?
Velvet Feedback?
That's a guy named Vincent Farmer with a song that's unfinished. So once again, spam the comments with Vincent, finish the dang song. But this is left actually a little worse than it was left when we tracked it, because this is not done. This was done years ago. What was it? We looked at it the other day, Sam. Like 6 years ago?
Yeah, like 2018.
Yeah, 5 or 6 years ago. I don't remember. But everything is like even panned down the middle, and faders are all at 0.
Just a raw session.
Yeah, this is brutal. So
there are some things, again, for the sake of time, panning, volume for blending the tracks together. Let's let those be freebies.
can I make groups?
Yeah. So things like IO and routing, I think it would be fun to develop this game more to be a little bit more challenging, especially after the first playthrough. And this has never been place tested before, believe it or not, folks. So
This could be a train wreck. We'll see. So, okay. So can I go ahead and like do general stuff I would do?
general stuff, go for it.
General stuff. All right. I hate it when it defaults to the wrong type of folder. One sec.
Imagine if troubleshooting was something you had to roll for.
Okay. I'm making myself a drum shell folder, and then I'm going to send that to an all drums folder, trying to get around anything you might set a trap for.
Just remember, you can make these groups and folders and kind of signal flow decisions, but when it comes to plugins, building those chains, that's when the game begins.
Oh, no, don't go in there. I'm trying to be quick. I don't know if I should be. I feel nervous, though. Oh, that's too much delay. Can I keep what's here? Because it was here already?
Yeah, technically the scenario is you coming into a session.
Okay.
All right, now that Jeremy's done cheating.
It sounds like dump, but...
So where are we starting?
Drums?
Drums bus, or are we starting with kick?
God, I have to decide that? Okay.
No, you don't have to roll for it. I'm just curious.
I would take a listen to the whole thing and then see. Okay, I want a compressor on my drum shell bus.
Roll for mixed vision. So take that D20, the 20-sided, and give her a roll and tell me what you get.
4.
Ooh, and your mixed vision was 10. That's a bummer. So grab, open that pack of 6-sided die. Take one of those bad Moba Jumbas out.
Okay.
And give that a roll for me.
Oh, God. 5.
5. Ooh, sorry, Jeremy. You get modulation on your drum shell bus.
You're joking, right?
Not at all. Now you start with all of your spells. So
yeah, I can definitely make this work. Okay.
So you're going to go with modulation. What modulation?
I ain't telling.
You can
I pick out of my modulation folder?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going with Wolf Comp.
Now that is sneaky. I do love this compressor. Why is that in your modulation folder?
Because it's a modulation tool. It just happens to have a compressor in it.
I'll allow it.
Okay. Now, what do I have to do to get the wow down to 0?
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so if you want to use the plugin manually, you have to roll for clarity. So pick up that D20 and give me a roll.
Please. 11.
Okay, you pass your clarity check. You get to use the plugin however you see fit.
Okay. Okay, this would be like a starting point for me. Okay. That's cool. I need like an EQ on my kit. Can I use Smooth Operator?
You can use Smooth Operator. If anything, we have to appease the gods of DAW lands by using Smooth Operator.
Okay. So
the gods have blessed you with divine skill of utilizing Smooth Operator.
So this, I can kind of do whatever I want with this.
Yeah, unless, of course, somebody were to trap you in some kind of way. I don't know who would do that.
So I'm gonna keep working until something like that happens. So okay, I've played with this a little bit so far, and there are some pretty cool tools here. If I want kick fixer here, can I bust my kicks together?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, for phase coherency and stuff. So I'm just kind of tightening up the bottom end here, making it a little shorter. The makeup is pretty easy because it'll show you. It's like forcing it into this curve with a dynamic EQ. So the like shadowed version is what the old signal was, so I can use makeup to get back up to that same volume. Sick.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I think this is gonna save my bacon here. Having the makeup, you have high, like I can tell it to ignore anything above a certain frequency range or below a certain frequency range. Then like how detailed I want to get, kind of like a soothe, like how sharp you want things to be. Then I can even adjust like attack of the compression, what's happening. If I want to link the stereo, which I'm really hoping I get this on a guitar because actually, can I just do that? No, I'm sticking with drums. So what can I do here? Should I have Pro Q on my snare, please, sir?
You don't have to. Yeah, listen, you got to ask the gods of the dice roll.
All right. What am I? 20?
Yep. Again, this is your mixed vision stat.
Okay. Yep. I didn't get that. I got 3.
Oof. So you have spells.
Let me see what happens. I'm feeling rant. I can make this work.
Okay, so you're gonna
No,
roll
I can't. This is a snare. Ah.
You want to roll the D6?
Yeah.
Okay.
2.
Ah. EQ.
Oh, I just got lucky.
You did. You did get lucky.
Okay. Woo.
You'll need to roll for clarity if you want to use it manually.
And that's the 20.
Yes. 7. Oof. Okay. Well, that's okay. Roll for comprehension, and let's see if you can pick a preset.
9.
Dang, bud.
So what do I do? Does it just stay flat?
You can use a spell, or you can just leave it flat and see if you can add another one.
I'll try to add another one. 11. Swoop. Duplicate. And now I have to roll again to use it, right? Well, I missed it again.
What'd you get?
7.
Oof.
Or, you know what? Let me use Smooth Operator, because that's free. Let's appease the gods. I can't do this everywhere, though.
You can't until you run out of DSP.
Actually, how heavy is it? I'm curious. It's a pretty big little plugin. It's not awful, but it's like putting Soothe on every single track. That ain't going to work for very long. Snare Fixer. Let's start here. I wonder if I can use it to get rid of this ring. Tighten up the Q super hard. It's helping, but it's too close to the fundamental. It doesn't work that tight. That's okay. Okay.
Now, you could always try to get another instance of Pro Q.
I've got 2 already. All right. I need to try one more time.
All right.
Pro Q. Come on. Nope.
What'd you get?
7. They're rolling 7 every time.
Okay, well, roll D6. If we were playing Catan, or Catan, however you want to pronounce it, you'd be great.
2.
2 is EQ.
Which I already have.
So roll that 20 again. Let's see if you have clarity.
18.
You get to use the plugin this time.
Yes. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. That'll be good for me. Oh, these didn't get into the right spot there. Why is that not working? All drums. What? I'm kind of happy with that. I don't want to push fade on drums too much. I'm gonna go to bass before stuff gets weird.
Okay.
God, I'm really glad I tracked this well. Okay, I would love some kind of EQ here.
Well, let's roll for that mixed vision.
Or
Oof. Give me that D6.
6.
Free pick.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So you get to use what you want.
Sick.
No, 6. What's this one?
Crane Song Phoenix tape
Ooh.
saturation.
Wait,
I can't use it. I can't use it. All right.
Roll for that clarity.
All right. 2.
2. Dang, bud.
And it has no presets.
It has no presets.
Ah!
Well, you can just leave it there on default then.
All right, cool. Can I roll for lo-fi on my snare?
Sure.
This is a stock plugin. This should be free.
Nothing's free.
19.
Oh, well, you get to use it.
Come on, man. Come on. 7 again.
7.
You gave me Dr. Dice, bud.
You can roll for comprehension to see if you get to use a preset.
I don't know if I want to. Can I see what they look like first?
Hey, it's not about want, Jeremy.
All right. 5.
You don't get to use a preset, so however it comes in stock and by default is how it stays.
It's doing nothing.
You better be happy it does nothing. Like if you got stuck with like Valhalla reverb or something, those default are pretty wet.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna tempt fate.
Okay.
I'm gonna put smooth operator on the bass here.
I see Jeremy has chosen to cheap out of a lot of these things.
Cheat? I'm doing my best. So I'm not even gonna pull up a preset here. I'm just gonna go straight to the side chain. Okay. Question. I'm using a side chain. Can I set up the side chain?
If it has to do with smooth operator, the gods have bestowed that luxury upon you.
Oh, it's already set up anyway. Don't need your permission. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to turn my side chain off. Oh, I freaking love it. That saved me from like having to get something else. So I'm just using it as like a sidechain ducker just for the low end here. Because I just left it pulled default, went to sidechain, turned it on. You can change your sidechain gain here, which is helpful, but I don't need to. Having to ignore everything above like 150, fast attack, fast release, 4.0. I'm trying to get it to duck when the kick hits. That feels pretty good. Okay. I'm happy with that.
Let's try to get you to something you're not happy with.
Oh my God. Okay.
What's the next track you're going to work on?
Clean guitar.
All right.
It's the next one in the line.
What do you want to put on a clean guitar?
I would love either an EQ or a delay or a reverb.
Well, I mean, you better hope for one particular one, or else you're going to have them in the wrong order.
Okay.
Let's see if you get to pick which plugin you start with.
EQ. 7. What is wrong with this die?
All right, well, pull out a D6 and see what you get.
Fine, like a D6. 1.
Saturation on the clean guitar. Let's do it, bud.
All right. So, like, should I look through my harmonic thing then, or like it has to be a saturation plug?
Maybe like a Saturn, or
I could go with Saturn too,
I know that's kind of
because I kind of get an EQ.
giving you an easy way out. However, we have to roll to see how you can use it.
Oh God, okay. All right. I'm at 20.
Mm-hmm.
11.
You get to use it. However,
Woo!
I wish I could have been there for you. As afraid I often hear.
See, I could just kind of use this like an EQ. If I increase the crossover, it's kind of like I just made a high pass filter.
I wish I could have been.
Oh, I can do the same thing over here. Ah, look at me thinking outside the box.
Look at you
All
go.
right, all right. 36. Do you just put this like right around here?
I wish I could have been there for you. As afraid I often hear. But I'll be there for you.
I can live with that. I can live with
are we moving on from clean guitar?
Yes.
Well, Jeremy, you decided to take a quick bathroom break after you got done with cleaning guitar, and the very insidious gain goblin snuck into the studio while you were on your pee break. Roll for gain staging for me, please.
Okay, I'm gonna use the red one because this one I just roll 7s.
Okay.
5.
So you failed the gain staging check. The gain goblin, he snuck in, and he's a goblin of gain. So you know what he did, Jeremy? He threw in a compressor, but set the ratio to max
Where?
on your clean guitar channel. So let's drop a Pro C2 in there.
What? Okay.
Gain Goblin likes to keep his compressors with a pretty low threshold too. So we're going to drop that threshold down maybe a quarter of the way and crank that ratio to max for me.
You see this right
I wish I could have been.
now. Joke's on you. Pro C2's pretty transparent.
Dang.
And I got to EQ it, so I cut the low end out, so I think I'm safe.
Okay, well,
I mean, is that low enough for you, Gain Goblin?
let's roll with it.
18 dB gate rejection. God. Okay.
Is there anything you want to do with that track after?
I want to leave it. I think I can make that work.
Okay.
Okay. So, stereo guitars. I would love an EQ. So, roll
Roll for it.
11.
Okay, you get your EQ. Now let's roll comprehension to see if you can, or clarity, sorry.
15.
All right.
This is the die, man. I'm telling you. Okay, you know what? Let's just go with. I keep going with Q Fab Filter because it's so safe. Sick. And now can I have smooth operator?
Yeah, you just get it.
Yes. Okay, so this is where I'm hoping I can treat this like a limiter because I don't want to try to roll for a limiter and get something weird.
Why not? You don't want to play the game?
No. I'm going to use your rules against you. Okay. And by the way, let us know if you like this because this is a really fun way to do a plugin review.
Let me know if I need to make it much harder for Jeremy next time around.
Please, this is already pretty hard. Okay, so tons of presets. I'm going to start with high gain guitar bus. And again, it's going to like push me into an arc that's pretty decent to start with. But imaging, I'm going to unlink the stereo because I don't want it to react to the left and right the same way because I have one guitar hard left, one guitar hard right. I want to maintain that stereo as much as possible. So I'm just setting it into a curve that I dig and then using makeup to get the overall volume back. Okay.
You could use an EQ to get one of those kind of oohs out of there.
One. I have one.
Well, that time has come and gone, my
I
friend.
can't go back. Okay. All right. Let's just go on to vocals.
Are you starting with the group? Or are you starting with the lead? We've got a few harmony stacks, right?
I guess this is a question of how I can treat them. There's one main vocal here that's like verse vocals. I have chorus vocal where there's a center, left, right of the same thing, just duplicated. Different takes of the same thing. And then in the choruses, main vocal with a dupe left, right, and then like a different part with a dupe left, right, and one harmony.
Okay.
Main vocal,
Okay. Let's start with main vocal.
I want a channel strip.
Let's see if you get one.
I want metric halo. 5.
Dang, give me that D6. Let's see what you get.
6.
Okay, that's your free pick. So you still get what you want.
Can I roll to use it?
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, that's why we have the bowl.
Wait. It's an 18!
But it didn't stay in the bowl.
Oh, I didn't been using the bowl. I like 18 better.
What'd you get?
3.
What's funny is if it failed on the ground, I was going to count that one.
What? No, then my 18 counts, you jerk.
Roll again for comprehension. Let's see if you get a preset.
2.
So you have to randomly select a preset.
Randomly? How?
I want you to open that up. Let's see if there's a list of presets here.
I know where mine is. I can click it real fast.
Okay, roll a 20.
11.
Start from the top, count down 11.
Oh, God. No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Vocals.
Okay,
Oh,
convenient.
God. Okay.
Roll a d6. Let's just see what it says.
4. Male vocal.
Convenient.
Oh, that's awful.
Well, that's all you get to use.
time before I see the light.
It's pretty not heavy-handed
Well.
anyway. And
You can roll again for another plug-in.
please give me Arvox. Please give me Arvox. 8.
D6. D6 it up.
Okay. 4.
You get delay or reverb, my friend.
Oh.
I will let you pick. Do you want delay or reverb?
Oh no. Okay.
See, this is what I've been hoping for this whole time. You've been skirting under the radar.
And this is my lead vocal.
Yeah.
Before I do this, can I put smooth operator on it?
You lucky, lucky man. Yes, you can.
Okay, so I know I need a delay reverb, but God. Okay. Please have something good for vocal, please. I don't like that if you hit search, you have to click in the box again. I'm gonna shift through these a little bit.
Time before I see the light in your eyes. Time before I see the light in your eyes. Time before I see the light in your eyes. Time before I see the light in your eyes. Time before I see the light in your eyes. Time before I see the light in your eyes. Time before I see the light in your eyes.
That's the kind of curve I want. Like something dip around 200, dip around like 700, and then kind of flattening out a little bit.
Time before I see the light in your eyes.
So I'll go back to this one, male vocal, but like look at my vocal. How like that's basically my EQ.
That is not what you got, huh?
Like it just boosts everything ugly. Like great. So okay.
Perfect.
Wait, I did put it back, right? Yeah, male vocal. Okay.
Time before I see.
Okay. I want to pull that on every vocal.
Oh.
I can do that.
Then it has to stay at the front of the chain.
I am totally fine with that. I can skirt your rules.
Skirt, skirt. That's a lot of instances.
I've got to be like tipping hard. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Oh,
That's not bad at all.
there's a lot of delay because it's effectively like a look ahead. Like it's a dynamic EQ, so there's a lot of look ahead it needs to do, or not look ahead, but it needs to
process.
push. It needs to process, but it's not heavy. Like I've got it on darn near every track.
That's surprising to me.
Where if that was soothe, that's not necessarily the case. I don't hate this plug. It's kind of a few different things. It's doing a lot of different things for me. Probably some things I wouldn't have just done with it out of the gate. I like doing plugin reviews like this.
Well, okay, before you move ahead though,
Okay.
you are obligated to a reverb and or delay on that lead vocal guy. And which means like we can't bust them or anything. It has to go on that raw track.
On that raw track. Can I pick it?
You can pick the plugin.
Okay. Okay. What is it called? J37, the waves. Now, can I use it how I want?
If you roll for it.
Oh, God. I mean, it's not bad just sitting there, so. 18!
Okay, then you can use it as you want.
Thank God. This would be helpful to know, like, how your plugins pull up. Is it 100% wet? Because that could have been dangerous.
Yeah, if you pulled up like Valhalla, anything, it would have been a bad time.
Before I see the light in your eyes.
This starts at 0.
Time before I see the light in your eyes.
I'm trying to actually use it. I'm not trying to skirt your little system.
Time before I see the light in your eyes.
Sick. I can live with that, I think.
Time before I see the light
need an EQ on my kick.
Well, let's see if you get one.
Okay. 5.
Ooh, hit me with the D6.
1.
Saturation. I want to say not Saturn.
Oh, no.
I know Saturn would help you out too much.
What I want to do is like control the transient of that kick. So this could be perfect. I'm going to use Crane Song.
Okay.
Phoenix 2.
You got to roll to use it.
6.
You don't get to use it the way you want to.
It just sits there.
Roll for comprehension.
7. How is it rolling 7 every time?
Sam, I would like for you to please to go and just move some of those dials for me, please. Let the spirit lead.
I got you.
Oh, hurt me bad.
Input trim. What am I thinking? We're just gonna move these around randomly. I'm gonna close. Let's see. This one, I'm gonna see.
You can just like close your eyes, wiggle the mouse around, see what happens.
And I have no idea how this works. Dark Essence. That sounds really
Dark
awesome.
Essence is
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. This input. This processing. I think we're just gonna leave it right about there.
Okay. All right.
See, is there anything? What is this? That's just the logo.
You've done them all.
I've done everything. I'm satisfied.
Thanks, Sam.
That's actually not a bad. That's probably pretty close to what I would have done. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, it was supposed to be on the kick bus, though. Can I scoot it?
Yeah, if that's what you originally intended it for.
Heck yeah. Thank you, Sam. That could have been bad. Okay. All right.
Before I see the light in your eyes.
I need auto tune.
I just got done having a conversation with the gods of this land, and they forgot to mention that alongside your divine power of smooth operator, they also bestowed upon you a divine power of auto-tune.
Can it be the first plugin instantiated?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it is the god-given one.
This is a weird way to do a mix, but I'm here for it. Let's go ahead and make locals on a group, and I'm going to modify that group. Forget your globals, go to attributes, and let's change controls of the first one. So now, there we go, cool. Hold 2 of them up. D. Sick. Major? I don't know. Tenor. Slow the speed down. Humanize. Flex tune.
Black butterfly. Black butterfly. Say you will.
I know autotune gets some hate. I love it. If it tracks weird, just put tracking 1. It just changes the way it detects internally. Like, it's rare that I'm going to use it more aggressive than 40 somewhere in the middle for humanize and like give it some flex tune. So it's just, you're only tuning phrase endings, and like this does not work on bad singers. It's only on like decent singers who are darn close already. So
Looking in the rear.
and honestly, like I like tracking with this on. That way I know like was that close enough? How's tuning going to catch it later? And even if it don't if it doesn't stay on the track forever, then see if it works for you. I'm sure they've got a trial. Go check it out for yourself. How should we approach these vocals? Because effectively, I want them all treated the same way.
Yeah. It's interesting that they're all individual tracks, though, isn't it?
Okay.
So let's get to rolling.
Oh, God. I mean, can I roll to do the same thing on 3 tracks?
Interesting thought experiment. You have skirted by so much stuff. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say they're on individual tracks, and so they are individual quests.
Okay. Then I will use my buses. How's that for skirting? So I want Arvox. At least on my main vocal. Okay. Let me roll for Arvox.
Okay.
6.
Dang. Give me a D6.
1.
You get an EQ. Oh, I'm sorry. Saturation.
Okay.
And don't say you can just squash with Arvox so it saturates.
It does saturate.
Yeah, but that is a compressor, sir. Saturation, that's like...
Is it in my harmonic section?
Like Sherlock or Devil Lock.
Oh, God.
What's the other one that I like a lot? That's the Sound Toys one. Decapitator.
Actually, I know how I could skirt this. Okay. Antares Punch. Technically a saturator.
Sounds more like it would be a compressor with the name like Punch. Looks
See,
an
you
awful
have-
lot like a compressor to me,
You have
bud.
impact and ceiling. Like, this is like, it's like a Oxford inflator type of thing. Should we open the manual and see? Like, what are you? Oh, gosh. Doesn't open to just that. Oh, here we go. Please say saturation somewhere. God. Can I do a search for it? Saturate nothing. Crap! What are you?
The Google AI overview says that Antares Punch is a vocal compressor plugin. So let's scrap that one.
Okay. Well, I don't specifically have like a saturation spot here.
Sure, you can think of some off the top of your head. I've already named a few.
How about decapitator?
I do love that plugin.
Now, how do I have to roll to use it?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. 19.
Wings, black butterfly. Wings, black butterfly. Wings, black butterfly.
I did what I wanted. Sick. I need 2 more of those, please. 11.
Okay, you get to pick a plugin.
For the sake of symmetry, can I just use the same thing?
That doesn't mean you'll get the same settings.
Should I just pull it down?
You'll have to roll for your settings.
Oh, God, okay.
Ooh, you got a D20. Congrats.
What's that?
The highest one you can get. Guaranteed win.
Sick. Now I need 1 more. 14.
All right, you can use another instance of Decapitator.
6.
Roll for comprehension.
Okay. 14.
Okay, you got to pick a preset.
Okay. I can pick it though?
You can pick it.
Sick. I can make this work. Not that.
You'll be okay.
That actually might be dope. I need way more output though.
Hey, whoa. Bud. You just get the preset.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. I need something with a ton of output.
You'll be okay.
Stick to that one. I can do that. Angry Vox.
Angry Vox.
Okay. Having smooth operator first is like saving my butt, though.
It really, really is.
Because I get my curve that I want going into everything. Okay. All right. Let me just listen to where I'm at, I guess.
You'll be okay. Welcome to the world, my darling. I'll be there when you are crawling. Spread your wings and fly just a little bit further. You'll be okay.
The gate staging is so weird. It's like I can only use faders.
It's just a matter of time.
Can I try for Arvox again?
On which channel?
I want it on that verse vocal, but I need it in a certain spot.
Let's try.
God. 11.
You get to pick Arvox,
Okay. 10.
and you get to use it the way you want to.
Now where can I put it where I want?
Oh, in the chain?
Yeah.
Oh, roll for mixed comprehension one more time.
8.
Mixed vision is what I meant to say. Unfortunately, you just have to put it at the end of the chain.
But I've got delay on here.
Yep. That's unfortunate.
But I rolled to use this how I want. So can I turn this down?
That's in the past, my friend. We're in a new room here.
But I can use it how I want. So if I hate it, I can just keep it at 0.
Until you move on to something else, yeah.
It's just a matter of time before I see the light in your eyes. I wanna hold your hand.
Okay, I need to make an adjustment of EQ on this.
I thought that this might happen. So you have two options. You can either add one to the end of the chain, going through the process we've already done,
Okay.
or if you want to add one somewhere else in the chain, then we're going to have to roll, but you might not like the consequences if you fail to roll.
Well, I don't know that I want smooth operator to do it. I'll have to roll. 12,
Okay, so you get Pro Q, I'm assuming.
probably.
Let's see if you get to use it.
4.
Maybe pick a preset. Roll one more time.
13.
Okay, so you get to pick a preset for Pro Q. Currently, it has to be at the end of the chain.
Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. Ugh. I don't want that. Oh, no. Oh, that might do it.
It's just a matter of time before I see the light in your eyes. I wanna hold your hand and let you know it'll be alright. And if no one's there for you, I'll be there for you. Welcome to the world, my darling. I'll be there when you are crawling. Spread your wings and fly just a little. It's just a matter of time before I see the light in your eyes.
I got what I wanted.
Well, congratulations.
I wanna hold your hand and let you know it'll be alright.
The Spectral Frequencies has been listening, and he decided to creep into your mix. I need you to roll for clarity, please.
11?
You succeed in effectively trapping the Spectral in a Black Soul Gem, rejuvenating your rollback spell, which you've never used, so that doesn't matter. It dropped a note. You follow the directions on this note, and you find a forgotten crate of Tangled XLRs, and you find a glowing, just dust-covered headphone cup humming at exactly 432 hertz. Just as you reach for it, the Spectral Roadie appears and demands that you choose between chance or choice.
What?
So,
I'm not gonna have to shift the mix to 432, am I?
You need to roll for randomizer resistance, bud. You remember that one stat?
Oh no! Oh no!
You need a 16 or higher.
9. Wait, 6.
The roadie tosses the item into a plug-in folder and shuffles the contents.
Oh god.
You can roll again to retrieve it blindly, possibly ending up with a useless plug-in instead.
What is happening?
So this is one of the magical items that you can get, which you're gaining opportunity to receive because you passed one of the traps. So because you failed your randomizer roll, because he tossed it into the plugin folder, he tossed it out. You can reach in and try to retrieve it.
Okay.
But
I'll
if you
do that.
fail the roll, then you will retrieve something else that you have to use.
Okay. Why not?
All right.
10.
So you don't get it.
Okay.
What you get instead is you get chorus.
Okay. Can I decide where to use it?
Ooh, it's on that track that we just did.
Track we just did.
Yeah, the vocal.
This one?
Mhm.
That's what I was just working on. Hey, I'm fine with that. Let's
Okay.
go. Can I pick which one?
Do you have a folder of just like types of plugins?
Modulation, but not all of these are chorus.
Okay, let's say then modulation.
You can't pick UAD. I don't have those licenses, but they're still here for some reason.
The perfect one that I have in mind.
Oh God. Do you want me to get up or you just want to pick it?
Oh, I can just pick it up real quick.
Oh,
That's cute.
okay.
You'll be okay.
Actually sounds pretty dope. Hang on.
You'll be okay. Welcome.
I love it.
That is pretty awesome.
Let's go. Let's go.
Making the worst correct decision.
Yeah, you did perfect on the tape. Oh, that was funny. Okay. Okay, what's next?
You tell me.
Like, what can I do as far as like loudness tools and meters? Like, typically those would just be here.
I mean, you can look at meters at anything that's just telling you stuff.
Technically, a meter wouldn't process.
Oh, I know. So that's fine. You can pull that up and look at it.
Sick. Okay. Tonal balance control. Okay. Can I pull up a plugin that can process, but I only use it for the meters?
Yes, as long as you're only using it for meters.
Okay. And then I could roll for it to use it, correct?
You could.
I just want to see my loudness. If it'll open.
Matter of time before I see the light in your eyes. I wanna hold your hand.
We're not in too bad of a place here.
Things were going so well for you in this studio in this magical land that you decided to hire a new orc intern. And this orc intern, pretty awesome, super ambitious, and really wants to be helpful, but they're new. They're clueless, okay? They come in while you're not looking and attempt to help your master bus, and they unintentionally add a 3 dB boost at 3 kilohertz.
Like before. Oh, jeez.
Top of that master bus.
A 3 dB bump at 4K.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on to your teeth because this is going to hurt. How tight's the Q? Please say not tight.
Default.
We get it close to 4K.
Oh, I almost forgot. You can roll to maybe make this not happen. This is a trap.
Okay. How do I roll?
We need to roll for clarity. Dang, it would have been cool if you would have gotten that
I need
clarity
to see
bump.
what that sounds like. That's painful.
It's not great.
4.
Oh, no. Well, you've got it. You can take steps to try to correct it.
Can I adjust my 2 bus? Because I can pull up my NG2 BQ. This is what it's doing right now. But it's in bypass, I guess.
Well, you're going to have to roll if you want to make changes on it.
Oh, God. Okay. I would love to make a 4K minus. Okay. 16. I don't know if this is going to help or not. Because I can't get exactly 4K. I'll put this in tube mode. What the crap? This isn't changing. That's weird. I need to toss something on here to protect the two bus going into OBS. Oh, it's so gross to try to maneuver around. Can I roll for another Pro Q?
Yeah.
15.
Okay, you get Pro Q. Roll again. Let's see if you can use it.
Or
Roll again. See if you get to pick your preset.
17.
Okay, you can pick a preset.
Okay, I know what I'm doing.
That makes one of us.
It has to go right after. Like, I'm just doing it. I'm not asking. Okay. Utility. Actually, where is it? Oh, it's so gross. It's so gross.
I wanna hold your hand and let you know it'll be alright.
All right, I want to be able to use this. 14.
I wanna hold your hand and let you know it'll be alright. And if no one's there for you, I'll be there for you. Welcome to the world, my
Can I melodyne these vocals?
You're gonna have to roll to see if you can use Melodyne. I'll give you this caveat.
Yep.
These are duped parts, right? And then panned.
Yes.
If you roll successfully for Melodyne on one, then you can dupe it over to the others. If you misroll, anything you get stuck with also needs to get duped to the other tracks.
Okay. All right. Let's give it a shot. 11.
Well, aren't you just a lucky duck?
So yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
And it's not like Melodyne has a preset or anything that we could use. So you just use it as you would use it.
Well, I'll be there for you. Yeah. And your wings, black butterfly. Say you will. You'll be alright.
Oh, it got it. Okay. Woo. We're good.
While you were Melodyning, you went to hit a hotkey and you mispressed. Mispressing the hotkey opened up the ancient reverb portal.
God.
I need you to roll for randomizer resistance.
Oh, jeez. It's going to fail. 11.
Yeah, you needed 16, bud.
Mm.
I need you to roll once more. I will tell you what this ancient reverb portal does.
19.
Starting from the top of your session,
God.
including just everything, including like group tracks and stuff, count down to 19.
Okay, well, this is easy. I can just hit I can batch rename all these. And then hit a number at the beginning. 19 is a...
Which one is it?
It's a bass.
It's the bass. Ooh, I need you to duplicate that track, please, sir, and drench it. We're going to pull up Valhalla Reverb, stock setting, mix 100%.
No, God. Oh. Well, remember how good this mix was, everyone. Let's enjoy the moment we had. Holy moly.
Man, if only you had put some stats into that randomized resistance.
Duplicate the track, but nothing else that was on there, right?
You can duplicate it as is.
So you want Valhalla?
Yep, just stock Valhalla, vintage verb, but mix is 100.
Mono to stereo.
Oof. It's kind of cool. Probably doesn't help the mix much though.
I wanna hold your hand.
Now you can roll for mix vision, and that will allow you to blend that track in.
Can I, okay. 15.
You can blend the track itself. Yeah.
Can I roll for an EQ?
You can roll for an EQ.
1.
Okay, give me that D6.
5.
Okay, well, you get to stack a modulation after that
Sweet.
verb.
I'm going to keep rolling for EQs. Let's go with tall. It's a chorus.
Weird. Do you want to roll to use it or just leave it like that?
I'll leave it. Let's
Okay.
go for I need to get an EQ. 14.
Okay, you get your EQ. Let's roll to use it.
Jeez, come on. 20.
You
Yes.
can use it.
Oh, this just saved everything. Okay. So check this out. We're gonna just high pass it.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah, so it's not module. It's not like phasing the low end, but I'll keep it in here.
And it was all completely avoidable with spells.
It would have been completely avoidable with spells. Not a single spell used. When would you have ever completely wedded the bass track and then put chorus after that?
Never, but this is actually kind of cool.
And if no one's there for you, well, I'll be there for you. Welcome to the world, my darling. If no one's there for you, well, I'll be there for you. Welcome to the world, my darling. I'll be there when you are crawling. Spread your wings and fly just a little bit further.
I want to roll for like a snare sample or changing EQ or something, but I'm afraid to.
You got to approach this as if you were mixing it yourself. Like, how would you be doing it? If you would put a sample, let's try to get one.
Okay.
Also, Jeremy, it's not fun if you're not rolling for stuff.
I mean, that involves duplicating the track, insert sample. So I can't roll all of that individually, right?
Process of using that sample is included in the getting the plugin itself.
Okay.
If you don't get the plugin, you would just append whatever plugin you get to the end of the snare chain.
Okay. 3.
Ooh, still a chance. 1 to 6.
What would sample replacement fall under?
The free pick.
Okay. 1, 2.
You get EQ.
I can do that. Okay. Can I use it?
I don't know. Roll.
17. I need Saturn is what I need. 19.
Okay, you get Saturn.
14.
And you get to use it. You lucky duck.
Oh, this man just saved my butt.
That was a
That
nice
reverb
tail.
is kind of cool.
That was a nice tail.
I could call this done. Do I have to roll to be done?
There's nothing else that you need to do to it.
I'm kind of nervous too.
If you were working on it outside of this game, I'm sure there's so many other moves.
Well,
you
yeah,
would
because
do.
there's so many things I gotta not do.
How about this? We use your save feature, your save a copy.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a save as.
That reverb messed my low end up.
Well, let's try to fix your low end.
I can change faders all day, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Sick. Can I adjust smooth operator?
Yes.
Spread your wings and fly just a little bit further. You'll be okay.
I used it on every track.
You haven't put it on your mix bus yet.
I'm afraid to.
It's a freebie.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Loudness curve, huh? Okay. I don't need that in my life. This is pretty darn close. This is actually pretty handy. All right. Now, on a 2-bus case, like this could get way too heavy-handed very fast. But that just pushed me back to where I want, like, balance low-end wise. That pushed me pretty close.
It's just a matter of time.
delay before. Okay. Do you have any more surprises or?
Well, I was just getting ready to say, Jeremy, that you suffered a mana leak or power outage, but in this world, it's a mana leak.
Okay.
You knew you should have installed a mana UPS, but you never got around to it.
There's one right there.
A mana UPS.
Okay.
You need to roll for randomizer resistance.
Oh, I'm going to lose. 14.
Oh, man. That's unfortunate. The only way you could recover from this is by doing a sponsor spot.
Well, this video was somehow sponsored by Sweetwater and Baby Audio. I don't even know what else to say. Smooth operator. Pretty cool if you're looking for like dynamic EQ. It kind of bridges the gap between EQ and then like Soothe and a bunch of different plugins, and it's not that heavyweight. Like I got it on almost everything here besides like individual drums. But even then it's on my snare and kicks. So basically every track I've got. And kind of got me around some of his traps. But go check it out if you want. I'm going to do they have a trial? Free trials. Boom. Go check it out. Give it a spin. See if you dig it. If you like videos like this as far as plugin reviews, I hate doing plugin reviews, but this was fun. So let me know if you want to see this again.
This can be done. I felt like that was a pretty natural ending for it.
If D&D is already nerdy, what would it be in this context?
Ultra nerd. Like nerd vision doubly activated.
This is a niche and a half. All right. Are we done? I think we're done.
Congratulations on your successful quest, Jeremy.
Do I get a prize?
I'll give you one later.
Okay, bye.